Hi friends, today's put Galadriel from The Lord of the Rings into the spotlight. The Lady of Lorien, Galadriel, is one of the eldest elves, and she possesses Nenya, one of the 3 elvish rings of power.
This is Nenya, the ring of adamant, and I am its keeper.
Galadriel isn't this elf's birth name. Her father name, which is the name an elf is given at birth, is Artanis, which means noble woman. Her mother name, which is a name that is given to an elf or that an elf chooses for themselves once they have a better idea of who they are, is Nerwin, which means man-maiden. Obviously this name was chosen because of her height and strength. Her husband, Celeborn, is the one who gave her the nickname that ended up being Galadriel. Celeborn gave her the nickname Alatariel, which is a name made up of 2 different elvish words. Alata means radiance and Riel means garlanded maiden. In High Elvish, this nickname became Altarielle. This translates to lady with garland of sunlight. The translation of Altarielle from High Elvish to Sindarin becomes Galadriel. Obviously her nickname relates to her beautiful and radiant blonde hair, which was said to be the most beautiful and by far the most radiant of any hair on any creature. The name Galadriel, therefore, should not be confused or mixed with the Sindarin word Galath, which means tree. Speaking of Galadriel's hair, her hair is a prominent element in the scene in which she gives gifts to the Fellowship of the Ring.
My gift for you, Legolas, is a bow of the Galadrim, worthy of the skill of our woodland kin.
When Galadriel asks Gimli what he would want as a gift from an elf, he politely answers that a strand of her hair would do.
I asked her for 1 hair from her golden head.
He says this with no expectation of actually receiving any gift in return, as up until this point, dwarves and elves had a very tense relationship. We later find out that Galadriel actually gave Gimli 3 strands of hair, to which Legolas answers with a knowing and genuine smile.
She gave me 3.
The idea of the 3 strands of hair actually relates to a story from the Silmarillion. Galadriel's uncle, Fëanor, had asked Galadriel 3 times for a strand of her hair. He believed he could use her hair to create the Silmarils. Galadriel refused him all 3 times. She could see the evil he had within him and that these Silmarils would end up creating a huge war. Galadriel's gift to Gimli, giving him the 3 strands, shows that she never forgot her uncle's multiple requests. It shows that she is extremely aware of the power her hair has. Not magical power, though it does kind of have some magical properties, but the power it has over others, and therefore the power she has over others.
I heard her voice inside my head. She spoke of my father and the fall of Gondor.
Before Cate Blanchett was considered for this role, Lucy Lawless was not only considered, she'd actually been offered the role. However, Lawless refused because she believed that she would end up having filming conflicts between this project and other projects she was working on. However, she has said that she later realised that the filming process for these movies was going to be so long and extensive, she could have actually asked to film her scenes at specific moments, which means she could have actually played this role and continued her other projects. This is exactly how Blanchett faced her filming schedule for the trilogy. She chose to film all of her scenes for all 3 movies in one go, which took her just under a month to do. That must have been an intensive filming schedule. She is in all 3 of these movies, and she did it in just over 3 weeks. When directors want a close-up shot of a character's face, they'll ask that the lighting team shine a light into the character's eyes. This is so the eyes appear brighter, and therefore the audience have a bigger connection with the character on screen. However, when it came to Galadriel, Peter Jackson was very aware that her eyes held a lot of power. Not only did she have to appear magical and otherworldly, but the audience had to understand that a lot of her power comes from her eyes and perception. Jackson asked that the lighting team create a special lighting rig for Galadriel. Instead of just having 1 beam of light shown into her eyes, he wanted multiple beams coming at different angles. This is how they created the magical aura around Galadriel in all of her close-up shots.
To rise above the height of all your fathers since the days of Elendil.
Do you have a nickname, and if so, do you go more by your actual name or your nickname? Please tell me in the comment section down below. And until next time, happy bubbles! If you want to see any of my other videos, you can click on the box on the left to see the playlist of all the Lord of the Rings characters that I've covered, or you can click on the box on the right to watch a video that the YouTube algorithm thinks you would enjoy. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos!